Hello, Facebook. How are you all doing? So I'm going to try this BeLive.tv software again to try and put together very quickly before I go away for a long weekend, whilst it's still raw and fresh in the mind, what Waxstock was like for me. And then I have a guest on today, Sean. He's going to dive in a little bit and let you know just a little bit what it was like to be a person who had to basically attend the top 16, drive down, get your car ready, and be in the top 16. So what happened at Waxstock? Well, the videos are already out there. I'm hopefully going to get them in the comments of this chat afterwards, once we start to see you people coming in and giving us the thumbs and checking us out on this live stream today. And me and Eon shot on our way down there. Did the pre-stuff. So on Friday, we basically chilled out, got quite a lot of business AMDetails related stuff. On Saturday, got down and got hooked up with our trade passes. Thank you so much to the Waxstock team for looking after us. So that's John, PJ, and Dom for doing all their megabit. But this is actually about a team of 60 people behind Waxstock that are just incredible if you go all the way from the marshals and everything else that is happening. During this live stream, guys, it is a very relaxed one. I'm currently drinking coffee from my Slims mug, and there is still detailing going on in the bay. So you might have beep-beeps, the telephone might go, some crazy stuff might happen. I think then might cut this up a bit and take it over to the YouTube. We've got 5 people viewing at the minute. Hello. High five to you all. If you could just give us a little thumb up, a little comment, a little reaction. I'm trying my best to watch it on the screen over here, exactly what is happening with this, with the stream, and also trying to see what's going on with everything else. We've got Jamie coming in, giving us a thumb up, and I know that's come through. And here we go. It's starting to come into here now. So this software is pretty new to me. Trying to see the comments, and can I bring them in? There they are. I can see your comment. Incredible. So what happened? Well, we did the setup day. There's a preview video. You can check that out. Again, I'll pop it down below, or Eon might jump onto this live chat and pop it on in there from our YouTube channel. So we had the epic day of setting up. We're doing lots of business stuff, meeting people that we wanted to meet, and making sure that we were getting all them deals done. Joshua's just dived on here saying it's not letting him in, even though he's downloading the app. Joshua, if you're watching this live stream, we're going to have a quick chat with Sean, and then hopefully I'll be able to dive you in as well. We'll see if it works that way. I'm not entirely sure this software is going to let people jump in and jump out. It might not allow it to happen with the subscription package you got at the minute. Anyway, so the vlogs show you basically point of view what we got up to, but they don't show you what was happening when we couldn't film. For example, when I was hanging out with some epic people. So we did a competition, which thank you so much for everyone that joined, where we gave away 5 tickets for people to come to the show, grab a coffee, sit down and hang out with me. It actually turned out being really good. We had a couple of pizzas at the same time, sat down, had a really relaxed time, had guys ask me loads of questions about YouTube, business stuff, why we do Waxstock, why isn't AMDetails at Waxstock. It was really, really good fun. So I just want to say a massive thank you again to Jamie, Daniel, and Jacob, who come and hung out with me on the day. The other 2 guests couldn't get there, so just for complete transparency with everything else, we redone the competition twice on distributing, and people just couldn't make it down. Didn't have the opportunity or couldn't get there. So we actually handed him over to the man, the mystery that is Mr. Jim White. Peace out to you, sir. So that he could get into the show as our guest. And then would you believe it? He was our guest on the day, and I think we've seen him for about 10 minutes at 4:30. Standard, what me and Jim are like when you come to the show. So something cool happened. I got to be on the stage first time round, which didn't make it into the vlog much, of course, because when I'm on stage, I can't film. And Eon was running around doing some business deals at the time. He did manage to get a couple of clips. But it was really, really cool hanging out with Kevin from Premier Smart Repairs and Jason from Privileged Detailing in Edinburgh. We were being the kind of, I don't know what you would call it, really, a panel where Dom was asking us detailing-related questions. How did we get started? What was going on? So I just wanted to thank you guys for being so nice to me on the stage, and for Dom for being pretty cool and prying out those questions. I'm very conscious of time here. I think I only get about 20 minutes for this new bit of software, so we'll see what's going on. Then later on in the day, something pretty cool happened. So we meet all you guys, which is amazing. I can't obviously film myself having pictures with you all, but it's incredible. There is somewhere on Facebook a post where I do my hello social media at the end of the show, and people are putting all the stuff in the comments of that image. So if you want to go back on Facebook and see that, if you got a picture taken with me, hello, it was incredible taking the time out, and I always try and take the time out to speak to you guys. If you missed me this year, and I mean missed me as in you've seen me but didn't want to come and interrupt, just come over and interrupt, just cut in, come over and be like, oh, hey, Alan, can I? Because if I'm speaking to someone that is also doing the same, I'll be sure I'll be with you in 2 minutes. If I'm speaking to someone that I can easily speak to on the telephone, or I see them every other day, I will quite happily go, sorry, man, can you give me 5 minutes? I want to spend some time with people that have taken the time out, paid money to come here to come and see me, that don't see me all the time. So I try 100% to hang out with you guys and see you as much as I can. So next year, stop me. So pop your images down below. We do love seeing them. And then it reminds me of the stories we were talking about at the time, because you guys asked me some pretty cool questions. We did loads of stuff with PVD. Thank you so much for hosting us. We got to hang around there a lot. And Bert and the team, we helped them set up and stuff. And then hung out with our usual people, G-Technic, etc. But something cool happened later on. So there was a lot of stuff going on the stage. People that were planned for the event couldn't turn up. You wouldn't tell, because Dom, PJ, and John just made that show run flawlessly. But behind the scenes, there was a couple of things going on, and their management skills of that were just incredible. So ended up being, I was on stage, would you believe it, with the manufacturers, which is Fraser from Wobo's, we had John from Angel Wax, we had Levi from the Rag Company, and we had, I think it's Ivan or Yvan from Optico, absolute gent. So they were all on stage, and I was thinking, excellent, I'm going to get to interview these guys. I can really pull out some cool stuff. For example, I could talk to John about the awards he's won, talk to Fraser, like, what's it been like starting his brand? You know, Fraser is pretty epic and pretty new to the industry in comparison to the other guys that were on that list. You know, talk to Levi about what's the Rag Company about? Where did they come from? How did you end up getting the role you're getting? We're now traveling the world doing all this cool stuff. But no. There was a subject of technical stuff. We had to talk about technical data. And for me, it was quite difficult, but at the same time, really good fun, because I don't know a lot of the technical ins and outs of these companies. I'm not a massive, you know, I don't research these companies. I didn't know a lot of what was going on during that interview. So there and then we started on a subject. I learned a lot about O&R, which is just incredible. Then we moved on to the Rag Company. I was asking Levi about what Rag would be best to use with O&R and why. And then we took down the whole thing. So anyway, that was really, really good fun. Hopefully that's been recorded. You might see that interview up there. But I just want to say thank you for those guys for being so good to me. The crowd weren't really wanting to interact. It was the end of the day, maybe a bit tired, or maybe it was a bit too technical for most of the crowd base that was there. A couple of questions did come, so thank you for those that asked. But mainly it was, I was having to spitball the questions out. And once I got into it, it was really easy to lead it on and stuff. But personally, just want to say thank you to those guys. This is a Waxstock review. I had a great time. I don't see the whole of Waxstock, because Waxstock is a working day for me. But for you guys, I just want to get your comments down below. I want you to find out down below what you guys think. I can see there's loads of comments in, so thank you so much for all of them. There's people saying hi, there's people saying yo. This is really, really cool. All this stuff coming out. I'm just checking over here. There's people waving. So thank you so much. Craig Harper, I can see you in here. Doug King, Craig, how you doing? Adam Patterson, Andy Sharp, Mark MC, Jamie Starkey, Adam Jeffrey. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. George, we can see you as well. But I want to very quickly pull on Sean if we can. So Sean took down a pretty epic Fiesta. He owns SC Detailing as well, the YouTube channel. So we'll try and get that link down below as well, or afterwards it will definitely be in the show notes or in the description above, where you can go and check out his YouTube channel. But I just want to see if I can pull Sean on. So here we go. This is the technical ins and outs. He's a little bit muted in the background. There's stuff going on here. We're going to have a quick sip on the old coffee. Now we can do this a couple of ways. Let's see what the people like. We can either have Sean the main focus and me popped in the corner. Hello, Sean. How you doing? Or we can go side by side equals. Hello, hello, hello. We can be a little bit tuned out, a little bit like this. Let us know in the description down below what's going on. Toby Austin, it's great to have you in the chat here. Stefan, how you doing? What's up? What we're going to do is I'm going to have a little chat with Sean, and whilst we're chatting with him, I would like to pull in a call to action on the screen. But can I remember how to pull a call to action on the screen? Nope. I can't find it. Here we go. Let's have this here. So, first little call action I'd like to put the screen is ask Sean. Let's see if we can ask Sean in the comments down below. But first up, whilst you're here, Sean, just let us know what's the crack. What happens when you try to get your car into Waxstock's top 16?
Well, first you've got to make a conscious decision of, are you willing and prepared to put the work and the man hours in to get your car to something looking better than factory fresh? And immediately you're met with a task of, how many hours do you think it's going to take? Because most people, when they clean a car, you know, it's a maintenance wash, it's 3 or 4 hours, maybe a bit more if you're doing a little decon and a fresh wax. But with Waxstock, it's next level. They're looking at the minute details that most people would miss. So they're looking at your seat rails, etc. Are you willing to take your seats out if you need to get access to these areas? You know, it's the infinite details that make and break a detail and a detailed car.
Of course. I think it's epic. I think anyone that has the cojones, if you like, to go and present your car in front of so many, not only your detailing industry or your peers, etc., but just the brutal Joe public that walk around as well. But I was in there at the top 16 having a look around, and I will openly say it. When I was looking around very quickly, the cars were shiny, the cars were epic. I was picking out the corner of my eye when you see in the basics, windows and wheels. They're two basic things that people really need to be on form with. And some of the cars in there, I was just thinking, you know what? You're going to get picked apart. And it's not my personal opinion. I think they're all super shiny, super great. But the judges are there. And there was a pre-video that went up explaining what the judges are going to be looking for with their bit of paper. And when you see that bit of paper, it is brutal. And it gets broken down into a point scoring system. But the cars are phenomenal. So very quickly, if we could just... What was your process? So you're going to go to Waxstock now. When did you leave? When did you come down? What happened?
I left Friday morning to get there early evening on the Friday afternoon because the plan was to do a good APC rinse and safe wash to minimise what we needed to do on Saturday morning. But unfortunately, during the 200-mile drive, we hit nothing but rain. So doing the wash when we got down there was pretty much fruitless. So it was just a quick APC rinse to get the thick of the crap, the rain weather, what it had to throw up off, ready so that on the Saturday morning we could give it just another quick rinse off before going through a safe wash, ready to remove the wheels and start all the nitty-gritty messy jobs. That's
incredible. So you had to do that Friday night and then Saturday morning outside. So when were you allowed into the arena, if you like, for the top 16 on the Saturday?
I got into the arena about quarter to 5 on the Saturday evening.
Wow. And do you get time in there?
You get till about 7 o'clock on the Saturday evening, and then you've got about an hour and a half first thing on the Sunday morning.
So that's you allowed in at, 8, half 7, 8?
About 8 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So, okay, you get your car down there, you do your thing, you leave your car there for everyone to look at. Did you run away? Did you just go run away and see what happens and go and enjoy Waxstock, or were you by the car constantly buffing away, seeing what's happening?
Last year when I'd done it, I tried not to leave the car at all. It was sort of the nerves. It was, do the judges want to speak to me continually, and just try and interact with people who were there, because my YouTube channel was quite new at the time, but it had a little bit of traction from obviously the lead up to Waxstock, whereas this year I found it's a little bit more relaxed. I didn't really get to see the show last year at all, so I thought, well, the car's there, people know the car, people now know me. When I walk around, they can find us, and I know from last year people tend not to touch the cars or get in them, because it is pretty much a good controlled environment, and people who are going to the show know that you're not going to be touching the cars. It's not one of those shows where drivers let you in their cars for photo ops, etc., because you're showing off how clean you can get your car, essentially.
Sure, yeah. So did the judges talk to you then? Did they come find you? Did they ask you questions about the car? What's on there? I know this is becoming more of like an interrogation of what goes on when your car's in show to Waxstock, but I've never done a top 16. I've never actually concourse my car, and we run around all day, so I never got to see this. So what is it like for people that are in the comments right now, which we've got some amazing people in? Adam Riley's just come in, Mark Faulkner, hello, Andy Chalmers, how you doing? Nick Robson's in, Jonathan. We've actually had one of the lovely gentlemen, Colin Bell, who couldn't attend our competition time. Colin, hello to you, and I hope your recovery from your operation is going well, sir. But to dive back, do the judges speak to you? Do they want to know more about the car? Are they literally there like, we don't care, just have the thing open so we can do our thing?
They have a few questions that they ask, like some of the obvious ones of, do you prep the car yourself? And then they ask a bit of your detail and background. So, are you a business? Do you charge for it? Are you just a keen hobbyist? And then find out a bit more about the car, as in, where do you store it? Is it a garage queen? Is it left out to the elements all the time? Do you daily the car? And what sort of mileage it's got on? So are you driving a 30-year-old car with only minimal mileage on, or is it a 3-year-old car with 60,000, to try and work out a scoring modifier based on that?
Incredible. That's really, really cool. Well, Sean, thank you so much for that. Is there anything you want to say about Waxstock? What was Waxstock like for you? Have you got a quick review of Waxstock, the people you've seen, the deals you got? Is it worth paying that money and going that distance to travel down?
Not just the quality of the cars that are there getting better, but the traders, the deals, everything's just going up a notch to the next level. You see traders now, it's no longer a quick pop-up gazebo. They're basically building a shop down there to lure you in, and the deals that they put on go hand in hand with that. So
when we go down,
definitely something that people need to get there if you've got a keen interest in detail, or if it's your business. It's a good way for everybody to...
Go no. Technicals ins and outs of the world, would you believe? Trying to go live. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. That we have lost. We've lost Sean on this feed halfway through. There was a quiet spell before he came back. I think he's coming back. Is this coming back? We'll whip this onto me at the moment. He's coming back. I can see him juggling his phone just off screen. He's giving me a wee nod, a wee smile. Sean, are you there? Can we hear you?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's back. Shall we bring him back, ladies and gentlemen? Right, let's whip this guy back here. Here we go. Whoosh. Good old Wi-Fi, good old live technology. There we go. So, Sean, we were talking about how before it cut off and got rid of you, is Waxstock worth it? And just a little caveat on there. Are you going to do top 16 next year?
Yeah, 100% the show is worth it. If you're a keen hobbyist or a business alike, it's worth getting down there to meet the people whose products you're buying, find out a bit more about them. Obviously, the deals, always good to get a deal and save yourself a few pounds in the process. But it's just a network, and it's building the community together, because people have this image of detailing being quite a backstabbing and naive industry, but it's not. It's when you get down to it, it's probably one of the most friendliest industries that you can be part of if you've got the right people in there.
Exactly.
As for next year, I'll be back. It's a bug's bit. I can't help it. I've got to put myself through the stress of competing. It's just fun at the end of the day.
Good man. Well, Sean, it's been epic having you on. Thank you for diving on here and giving that perspective. I literally, just to let everyone know, I just jumped onto Facebook and went, hey, if any of my friends who attended Waxstock want to dive on here, and just very quickly, I've called this a Waxstock review, but it's not really that. I just wanted to give my thoughts on Waxstock, and then you were happy to dive into here. We managed to get at Waxstock. Me and Sean didn't even manage to talk to each other, by the way. That's how mental it was. We actually caught up with each other in the bar later. It was on the Sunday night, I think. Yeah. Before he was then doing the same as us, staying over and taking the run home the next day. So, Sean, thank you so much for being here, Chief. We really appreciate you contributing in here. Guys, in the description and in the comments somewhere, it's probably going to be after the stream, so don't worry about clicking off this. I'll make sure that I put his channel so you can go and check that out, where I believe already you have your Waxstock travel down videos and Waxstock review videos. So it'd be really cool if you guys could take some time to go and check them out.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks, Sean. High five.
Thank you.
So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. This new bit of software, I'm trying this BeLive.tv. I'm quite enjoying it. I think it's restricting me to roughly 20 minutes per session. I'm trying really hard to see if it's going to let me pop guests in and out. So you're kind of like a live testing session here. I want to quickly see. Mr. Joshua Hotchkiss was available for diving in. So I'm just messaging now just to test it, see if you can come into this chat session and if it will come in. But yeah, Waxstock for me is amazing seeing all you guys. I want to thank you so much for coming in. We've got some cool stuff coming in here. Sean obviously had a couple of friends on. What's going on? Let's see what's very quickly going on. So we've got Doug King here. He's saying he's loving this new platform, loving the BeLive software. Thank you so much, Doug. It's super, super cool. And of course, we just want to say a very fast recovery to you, Colin. I hope you get recover soon, sir. Sorry you never managed to get hold of the Waxstock goodness, but Jim White did get to enjoy your tickets. So I'm sure he will come and give you a personal thank you later. George got to come and say hello. George, how are you doing, sir? It was great seeing you on the day. And don't forget, guys, if you managed to get a picture with me or with Eon or the team, or want to leave us a comment of what you thought we were like or what was going on at Waxstock, then please do dive over to the Facebook bit where I'm doing the hello social media, and I'm asking you all to put your comments down below and your pictures, because we can also feed them straight back to the Waxstock crew. Marta's in the house. Marta, hello, how you doing? So now I'm just going to do a very quick one if I can. Little Ask Alan section. You guys can ask me whatever it is you want to ask about Waxstock. Is it worth it? Is it not? What's going on? I'll keep an eye on the conversations, what's going on, and then I'll pop them up on the screen. What do you think of this new setup? What are we thinking of Waxstock? Waxstock for me is just incredible. Everyone has to remember it is a detailing show. It's not a car show. So you're not going there to, in essence, see cars on display and do stuff. Yes, there is the top 16, and then I think there is the Arrive and Shine. But really, for me, that helps to break up the day if you're just turning up as a punter. But for someone like me, I don't have any time to get around that whatsoever, as we're being pulled pillar to post to support our distributors, try and land different deals, and try and do different stuff. Now, one thing I can say has happened. Joshua has popped into the chat. I'm going to very quickly tell him, because I can see him, but you guys can't. It might be worth putting headphones in, Chief, because once I stick you live on the screen and you start speaking, there's the horrible feedback loop. which
No
can
problem.
be a nightmare because I haven't worked out yet how I can mute my guests before they pop up on the screen. And that would be awkward if everyone gets that little bit of feedback. So what's going on here? Doug King, order arrived today. Thank you so much for that fast service, Doug. Thank you. Fist pumps. Colin Bell says, thank you very much. Next year, Colin, enter. You never know. You might win. So yeah, for me, Waxstock, I just want to say a massive thank you to the organizers. It is fantastic. It gets bigger and better every year. I get to meet all the epic people that come and take the time to come and say hi to me, but also get to meet the detailing community. Andy Miles kind of drives around. He says I started it on YouTube, but maybe it was just because I was the first kind of UK detailer to maybe push it a bit. I'm very unsure, but it is incredible. When we were at the PVD stand trying to get a very quick picture together, I was the only time I actually got to give Josh a very quick wave because the amount that we are hounded at that show and stuff that's going on. But he's in. He's live. He's here. Let's get Joshua's thoughts on Waxstock. Joshua, hello.
Hello, Alan. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you? So just very quickly, before we dive on this, for any of these people that are watching us on Facebook that don't check out your channel, give us a quick, are you a full-time detailer? What are you doing with YouTube? And what made you want to go to Waxstock?
Hello, everyone. I'm Joshua from Hotchkiss Performance. Basically, full-time detailer. Been doing it for quite some time. Started out as a valeter, then got into detailing. I wanted to start YouTube because I had a lot of customers and people just asking me for general tips and advice, you know, regarding the processes that I do and the products that I use. So I thought, well, rather than explain it every single time, basically YouTube allows you to have a library of basically all of the processes that you do. If you do how-to videos, or obviously the products you use, you can demonstrate and review so people can decide if they want to buy it for themselves.
It's incredible. It's almost an entire interview another time on how we use YouTube for marketing, because that is a fantastic idea. I got into it for a different reason, but you very quickly sort out that that's the reason why. So what made you want to dive on down to Waxstock this year, Joshua? First year for you, was it?
Yep, first year for me. For me, it was getting involved with the people. I wasn't actually going to buy anything, as you saw from my video. I just bought a few cloths. It was mainly for the people involved because, as it may seem a bit profound, but life is about people. And meeting the people that are into the same industry as you and are into the same thing is great because you don't feel as crazy that you spend hours on your car and making it clean and shine it. I did want to see what the cars were on offer, you know, how other people's standards are. And, you know, they're putting their cars on display to show everyone. So it's good to see other people that are just really into detailing in general, because it's such a niche market. You don't see it very often. So to see everyone just totally enjoying it, happy to, you know, be there and just to enjoy the show pretty much.
It's amazing. You took your dad down with you, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, he trained me up. He trained me into the detailer that I am today. So, you know, he's got as much credit for Hotchkiss Performance as I have. He should take just as much credit.
Good man.
He's into it just as much. He's got a motorcycle, so he loves detailing motorcycles and getting all that kind of side of it. Which I need to do videos on the channel about that, because not many people tend to show motorbikes. It's mainly cars.
We don't touch them purely because it's the one thing I missed out on. I never did. So I have the bike fear. I wouldn't even know how to move one if a customer left one from outside in. Wouldn't have a clue. And so we avoid it. We niche down to the fact that we only do if 4 wheels are touching the floor.
Yeah. But it will be good to do on the channel because it can show people like yourself, that people that are experienced of doing them, how to do them.
Exactly.
So
keeping it on the old that was Hotchkiss Waxkiss there. Waxstock topic, Josh. Would you advise people to go? I've seen your review video. I know what you're all about. But would you be advising people to go? And what are like your best bits from Waxstock? What do you take away when you turn up?
First of all, if you're even into an ounce of detailing, then just go, because to get the amount of brands and people in the same space that are all into the same thing, it's difficult. We all live all over the country, so it's good to just bring everyone together. Regarding what I took away from it and the best parts for me, I know I keep repeating it, but just the amount of people that are so polite, they'll come up to you, they'll shake your hand, they'll say hello, and they're genuinely interested to talk to you, find out about how he got into it, just as you've asked just now. And it's good to speak to everyone and get the sort of lowdown on what made them want to spend hours cleaning the cars, polishing them, you know, all that. So the main takeaway from me is just how lovely and positive and supportive everybody is, pretty much.
Good man. No, I couldn't have nailed it myself. The deals are great. The seeing the brands is great, and seeing how other people are doing things, superb. But 100% the people make Waxstock. You go to Waxstock with an open mind of meeting people and saying hello. Josh, whilst we got you on here, I'm going to dive in very quickly and ping up some of the questions. We'll see if you can help out with these, or if you just want to pass some comments. So let's have a little look through. We've got Sean saying thank you very much for being on. Amazing. Ben Lister, Highland, was great to meet you at Waxstock. We have an order placed, and it's on order placed today. Well, thank you very much, Ben. There we go. Joshua, I think, has an order placed today, and it's on its way to him as well, sir. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Let's see what's going on here. Sammy is saying, I think more promotion of the live stage would be good, as I noticed you had to think of questions to fill the sections, as no one had any other questions in the audience. It was definitely well played on your part. Why, thank you, Sammy. Thank you for that. Do we need to advertise more? I think it's in a lot of places. It's in the magazine. It's in some other sections. But there was a lot going on with the live stage that you guys wouldn't have been aware of. And it's actually really good that you didn't pick up on it, because it means the organizers have done a great job in passing over that. But it was very lastminute.com. But yeah, maybe we could do a little bit more on what's on the live stage. Maybe some, I don't know, we have cheesy music, or like almost have next on the stage in 10 minutes, gather round for, you know, we could do that sort of cheesy thing maybe. So Sammy, thank you very much for that input. See what Craig's saying. Craig, Waxstock is awesome, although the issue is the lack of people who knew about the outside Arrive and Shine. Meeting all the epic people was great. You know what, Craig? You're not lying, because the first Waxstock I did when I turned up as a detailer for G-Technic, I had no idea. Joshua, did you know there was a show and shine outside?
I did, but it was almost, what I didn't like is it's almost like a afterthought in the background. So people that might not really follow it and sort of just think, oh, I might turn up. So I might just turn up on the day. They might not notice it's actually there. They might just think it's an indoor show. And they might just think that it's just a car park outside and everybody's cars are shiny. So should be promoted more, I do believe.
And a little caveat to that, just for you, Josh. Craig's up here. Didn't manage to see you, but he'll catch you soon. He'll get a little catch up with you there.
Awesome, yeah.
Craig Harper.
There were so many. Sorry, Alan.
No, crack on, son. Crack on. This is your time.
There were so many people I did want to just meet, but it's quite an hectic day. And to be honest, I didn't realise how busy it was going to be. So that was an eye-opener for me, because you sort of do feel like you're such a small percentage of the population that's into detailing. So to turn up and realise just how many people are into it, you're a bit taken aback that there are other people there that, you know, are into it and enjoy it. So I did want to meet everybody that, you know, watches YouTube videos and all that, but so difficult to meet everyone. So hopefully next year we can meet much more people.
We can do that. We've got a technical question that's popped up. Craig Harper says, same as above, so I'm going to guess someone asked a similar question. How do I go about machine polishing a van with vinyls, etc.? I use Worth P20 high gloss polish on a medium sponge. There we go. Hey, Joshua, on the spot, just popped you live on here. You want to tackle that one, or shall I tackle this one?
Vinyl, tough one. I'll pass that one to you, Alan, if you don't mind.
Yeah. If you're just doing a general glaze or a hand polish or something like you're doing, Craig, then yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're not going to do much there. But when you're bringing a machine into the game, definitely try your best to avoid overlapping from paint to vinyl. And what I mean by that is, depending on the vinyl area, for example, someone might have a fully gloss black vinyl roof. You can machine polish that depending on the manufacturer and their specs and stuff like that. But the issues come when you cross over from potentially, like the example is having vinyl graphics. Machining over that, you can have a go. It's generally going to be okay if it's a solid color, but if it's a printed on color, so if it's like a white vinyl that's then had quite a visual graphic put on there, for example, a picture of my face, that's not going to be a normal bit of vinyl cut out and stuck in the car. It's going to be a printed bit of vinyl. When you machine over that, you can take the ink away and then it looks faded and patchy. So definitely try to avoid that when machining it. But the solid colors, they should be okay. Just always go with caution. Doesn't look like you're bringing a machine into the game, so you should be all right. But if you are, you might have to hand polish some of the areas, for example, in the middle of an S on some decals, etc. Treat it the same as you would with badges. Craig, I hope that nails your little question. I'm going to hide that one away now. Well, Josh, thank you for diving on. Also, guys, I'm going to put Josh's information above, down below. You can go and hook up with him. We're going to do some more with Josh in the future, and I won't randomly ask him to dive live in his kitchen. We'll get him in his studio in the garage. It'll look all bonny like I've got it here. I'm working more on doing this sort of stuff. So I would love, if you have seen this stream and you're watching it on the replay or live right now, if you can let me know down below, things you would like to see in this sort of stream. Should I keep it only to Facebook? What should be going on around here? And is all this effort worth it? Because at the end of the day, I want to provide for you guys. I want to give you guys value. And the only way I can give you value is if I know what it is you are after. Joshua, thank you so much. Do you want to let everyone know where they can quickly find you, what you can provide for them, and what is going on in your little world? Then now is your time. Cheesy plug time, sir. Go for it.
Basically, find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Mainly Instagram. I do prefer that just because it tends to be more, pictures, which is good to showcase our work. It's Hotchkiss Performance, which is HOTCHKISS Performance. YouTube as well, same. It's under everything's under the same name, Hotchkiss Performance, and that's pretty much it, Alan. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to log out. Ciao.